Welcome back to Kaleidoscope Scent, the scent index, where luxury meets discipline and aroma builds legacy. David, we've acquired quite a few fragrances since November of 2025. My taste has changed drastically, so I think it's time. I think this is going to be a great video, guys. Stay tuned. So today, I think when we did our last video, David, I had probably 600 niche fragrances. I think we're approaching over 1,000, well over 1,000 here in the studio right now. David's like, we need to order a couple more 6-tier shelves. So we just ordered 2 more of those. We'll be here Wednesday. So we're running out of walls, my brother. In front of David, he has 25 of my top fragrances of all time right now. In order, he's gonna throw these to me. We're gonna talk a little bit about them, talk about the perfumer. And you guys know that Dave and I are in notes, guys, just like Daniel from Sell Me Often, we're all about vibes. So I'll try to encapsulate as much about these fragrances in a short period of time, but this isn't an hour to a 2-hour long video. So ready to get rocking?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. So first up, I have 2 honorable mentions. One is right on the cusp, a recent addition to my top 25, and one is discontinued. So let's start with the discontinued gem first. Is there anything left in this? It is gonna be the 2013 release from Tom Ford. This is gonna be Plum Japonais. Perfumed by Jan Vasnier. This one is Fur Balsam Absolute, Plum Liqueur, the Ocean Cinnamon, Vanilla Oud, CM Benzoin, Vanilla Absolute, Amber, Immortelle, Japanese Camellia, Saffron, and Sawara Cypress. Top 25 of all time, right? We need an album pairing. This still gotta be Illmatic by Nas. As much as I wanna hate on that album, Dave, we gotta play it again. Let's do a new one. We'll do a new classic too. So we'll do Below the Heavens from Blue and Exile. We'll do Nas's Illmatic, and we'll keep it R&B. Inspiration behind the Kaleidoscope name. We'll do a Kaleidoscope Dream from Miguel, R&B. One of my favorite R&B albums, if not my favorite of all time. But Plum Japonais, I was wearing this scent when I met my wife. Oh my God, bro. I think there might be 7 or 8 sprays left in here. Rumor has it that this is actually coming back out. Now, you can get very close to this, David, with another discontinued gem. It's going to be the King by Bodicea the Victorious. Have that back there. And, you know, we glazed Ombre Conjar from Una Mina Mod. It's not a 1-to-1. It does have some plum in it as well, too. And there's another fragrance that we just... It's a Night with Jim by Unvanished.
Oh, yeah.
Very close. So, on to the next one. Let's hope that that does come back in EDP form. Next up, we have a new addition to the list. I've been layering this a lot with B from Zoologist. It was actually a choice between this and Majnoon from the house, but I am gonna go with 2 Minutes After the Kiss from Azman. Perfumed by, and you'll hear him on this list more than once, Cristiano Canali. This one was a 2021 release, and this is actually 2 Minutes After the Kiss special edition. Some of the notes in this one, we have cardamom, Turkish rose, allspice, incense, Laotian oud, myrrh, beeswax, Indonesian patchouli, and also more leather, sandalwood, labdanum musk, and Haitian vetiver in the dry down. What's your thoughts on this one, bro?
I like it. It's growing on me.
It does remind me of Tiger from Zoologist.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I've been layering this with B from Zoologist, which is also another Cristiano Canali gem. These are $200 retail, not a bad price. Oh, I think we're gonna start stocking Azman as well. So a few favorites that we have from the house: Nocturnal Immortal, obviously 2 Minutes After the Kiss, Majnoon. Risk runs $380 a bottle, bro. Risk actually does give me a little bit of a headache. That's just me personally, and I go heavy hand on there. Naked Forest is another great one. I Am Darkness is a great one. The one that I struggle with is actually Crown of Fire. I found that fragrances like Prism Head from Sarah Baker, I found that one of the Adars as well too, they're super, super green. I'm talking about down by the river, down by the pond kind of green. I just don't do well with those at all. So 2 Minutes After the Kiss from Azman, just right on the cusp. So let's get into number 25. Don't drop these, man. Top 25 begins with Megamare from Orto, Parisi. Look at the dent in this bottle. Now, released in 2019, obviously the perfumer is Alessandro Gottieri. The notes are gonna be bergamot, lemon, mint, seaweed, cologne, hedione, and at the base, musk, ambroxan, and cedar. David, this is so good. Why is chocolate not listed as a note? Do you get chocolate vibes from this?
I don't get it.
Oh my God. Anytime I go overseas, anytime I go to Mexico, anytime I'm out near the water, in the water, out of the water, I always spray this on me. Why do you not like this?
I think it just gives me a headache.
Well, this is a 1-2 sprayer, max. You ever realize the bottom of his bottle's eye? The infinity sign? Would you go Aqua Sapphire, go to see the Victorious? Would you go...
I do like Aqua Sapphire.
What's the Parfum Aroma?
Aqua de Sal.
Aqua de Sale. Damn, look at you. Or would you go L'Autre Mer?
100%.
We didn't put L'Autre Mer on here. Spoiler. It's too new. I just could not put that in the top 25 just yet. Megamare, a staple in the community. Kind of the same lore that Black Afghano also has from Nasamato as well. I think it's right up there with fragrances like Musk Ravageur, Chergui, like must-haves when you're looking at building out your top 20. When you get into the Googler and say, hey, what are the best 10 to 15 niche fragrances all the time, you're starting to see that one pop up on there more and more. So moving on, number 24. We have, bro. And it is not Tiger from Bvlgari. It is actually from the Le Gem Connection. It is going to be Onekh, the Ombre Nomad Killer. This one's been around for 10 years, and the perfumer who is also responsible for the entire LV line is Jacques Cavalier Belletrude. And the fragrance features just 3 prominent notes. We have leather, spices, and labdanum. When I was making this list, you said, Onekh can go off of there. Why do you say that? It's so clean.
It's
so clean, but it's so dirty. I think it's a better alternative to Ombre Nomad. 3 notes. I feel like this is very appropriate for summertime. It's dark, but it's still, man, we have to do another all seasons list. I feel like this would make it super dope, super interesting. Been around for 10 years. Just gets better with time. I've reached for,
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
But no, well, go ahead, you did.
It makes me feel like it's like a foggy oud. That's like how I would describe it.
But, you know, you smell the straight, Tigaric straight.
Oh.
That is the one I'm reaching for. Not Orem, not Tigar. I just got rid of, by the way, we just got rid of Vibrato because I prefer Tigar from Bvlgari. But yeah, number 24, great stuff. Onekh from the House of Bvlgari. All right, we got that dank, 23. Got that dank, that dark. Oh, look at that. Look at the juice in that bottle. We are going to have at number 23, we're going to have Psychedelique from Jovoy. Re-released recently in the new bottles. Psychedelique was originally launched in 2011 and it was perfumed by the perfumer Jacques Flory. We have some notes. Obviously, you have some patchouli in there at the top. We have citruses, amber, labdanum, geranium, rose, vanilla, and musk. Shout out to our boy, Rob, Gen Style. If you guys want a dope suit, God, bro, I better be Rob needs to give me a kickback, bro. He hates patchouli. I don't want anything with patchouli in it. We gave this to him. He's like, oh, that is good. I call it the, when I go digging for records type of patchouli. I'm not even gonna spray it on the strip, man. You can get that one off the ball. Damn, you almost dropped that, bro. That would've sucked. So shout out to Sebastian Jara, the perfume guy. He actually put me onto that after talking about that fragrance for years. And also, man, it was a toss up, bro. There could have been a couple from Jovoy on here. Private Label was a dope one. So next up, we have one from Omanluxury, and this is going to be that funk. Walking out of the nightclub with a couple, smells like a little bit of beer coming out of your skin, a little bit of that funk, a little bit of that oud, but it is going to be Serenity. Another one that's been a while for quite some time. The perfumer is one of the best in the game, Pierre Negrin, released in 2020. Some of the notes in this are going to be in the top. You have rose, saffron, cumin, clove, jasmine, cedar, leather, agarwood, all the band of musk. David, there's praline in here and patchouli. Oh my God, bro. Oh, it smells like a good armpit. Bro, it smells so good. I have so many good sad memories with this, bro. You know what's gonna it's gonna turn up a lot of noses, for lack of better wording, that people aren't gonna like. They're not gonna like the cumin note in there. I could have put Fate Man on here from Amouage. I think it's discontinued. I don't think it's still in production. You know they're releasing, you know, what's next on the horizon that I've heard? Figment Man, which smells like pure piss. I think they're actually gonna look at doing Beach Hub Man in new bottles. Bracken, which actually smells like Veride from Orto Parisi. So, and moving on to number 21, we have another classic. This is my closer, one of the first. Man, you can put this in there with the Cherguis, you can put this in there with the Megamares, you can put this in there with the Musk Ravageurs, the Portrait of the Ladies. This is gonna be African Leather from Memo Paris. Released, again, more than a decade ago. African Leather came out in 2015 and it was perfumed by Eleanor Massenet. Without even having to look at the notes, this one is a carbon blast, geranium, pink pepper, patchouli, cinnamon, rose, leather, oud, and amber in the dry down. 2 things women I've met from Russia have in common. They put black Afghan on their tongue And they love African leather from Memo Paris. Cardamom Blast. Office Safe. Man, I don't know about day night though. Office Safe, a statement piece. You walk into a boardroom, you walk into make a presentation, you walk into, this is a closer. It is so well put together. It's so well blended. It's got to be the crowning moment from Memo Paris. Beautiful stuff here. Cardamom Blast. What's your thoughts on African leather though?
I love this.
Why you love it?
It makes you smell like good business deal. Like that's what I.
What's a good business deal smell like?
Oh, money.
Moving on. We have, guys, and you could go either or, the chicken or the egg. We are going to go raw gold. In this case, I'm going to go with the OG raw gold from Thomas de Monaco, number 20. Released in 2020, raw gold is perfumed by Frederic Dalmond. And the OG batch contains notes of, David, liquor, plum, coffee, vetiver, black pepper, suede. Bro, there is lipstick in the middle on this. Leather, Opanax, civet, patchouli, tonka bean, and saffron. David, I may have misspoke here, but I think the extrait version, yes, they are two different perfumers. I just realized that. Maurice Bachmann did raw gold the extrait, and he also did Fueguia Fachora. I am super surprised while looking at Fragrantica right now that it is a different perfumer. And these smell pretty damn close. A little bit more heft, a little bit more not as plentiful. And I wouldn't say raw gold is necessarily the brightest fragrance of all time, but I think this is a lot more linear. I think it does get a little heavy on skin with the civet note in there as well too. But I was just kind of crazy to see that there's lipstick in there as well too. And even more mind-blowing is different perfumers. Raw gold is very sexy. Like you could layer that with 2 Minutes After the Kiss from Azman. You could layer it with B from Zoologist. I've actually layered raw gold, the extrait, with Tambor Sacre from Rubini. I've also layered L'Eau Très Mer with raw gold, which is crazy. But the biggest layering difference between those two is just going to be, you know, I think of fragrance in colors sometimes, and I think of them in shapes. So I'm just thinking that it's more flatline. Raw gold has some peaks and valleys. That one's just more flatline. It quickly goes from that open into like pretty heavy skin. I don't want to use the word skin scent, but it gets heavy on skin for lack of better. So, okay, number 19. Guys, we are going to have a classic. Maybe some oud on this list. You guys know me. But this is going to be a Royal Oud. Did make the list. It just doesn't happen to be a creed. It happens to be Royal Oud from Arabian Oud. 3 notes in this one, David. We have rose, we have musk, and we have Cambodian oud. This was released, again, man, we're actually going with some classics. I'm actually wearing this right now. This was released in 2019. When you and I first got this in, we got a sample of this from Ernest. I was blown away, bro. I wear this all the time. This is a great one to layer. And it's not like a Kingmaker Oud Assam from Rania J. People call this a rose oud. I don't get a lot of rose in here. It does make a great fragrance for layering. Like I'm telling you right now, looking at the list, without giving too much away, imagine putting this on with Vanille from Madagascar, Vanille from Parfum d'Empire. Great stuff. Rose, oud, musk. Check it out. I think you could cop these around the 200 price point too. Maybe 200 to 210. So great stuff. Great for layering. Great on its own. Does remind me a little bit of maybe a Strange Love NYC that I could have put on this list as well too. So 18? So you guys are gonna trip out. Like, Born to Stand Out made a top 25. I cannot help it. Drunk Lovers, the EDP is my date night staple. Golly. Released in 2023, this one's perfumed by Hamid Arati Kashani, and some of the notes we have cognac, red berries, juniper, grapefruit, bergamot, lemon, pepper, ginger, clary sage, cypress, vanilla, amber, sandalwood, musk, benzoin, Virginian, cedar, cinnamon, cardamom, patchouli, and vetiver. That's a lot of notes, bro. It does get better, doesn't it? Ooh, it smells a little bit better than last time I tried it. Man, I douse myself in this. Anytime I go on a date, what? Just read those notes and I'm like, damn, I do get some little bit of green in there this time. Would you say that's a gourmand? No.
It could, kinda.
Bro, I would honestly say that has to fit the lines of a musk mouchasse or a musk therapy from Initio. Very sexy scents. That if someone were to say, hey, what's the top 10 sexiest scents of all time? I'd have to put that one in there. On to the next one. Number 17, we have the Man's Vanilla. This is gonna be Madagascar La Bonne Vanille from Parfum d'Empire. A recent release, this one was dropped in 2025, and the perfumer and also house owner is Marc-Antoine Corciato. And in the notes, David, we have rum, black and pink pepper, cloves, cinnamon, cacao, cedarwood, coconut, vanilla, and musk. Nothing special. I'm not a vanilla guy, but it's kind of crazy. It's a masculine vanilla, bro. I think it's a more refined vanilla. I think it's a man's vanilla, for lack of better wording. Like that 30 to 40 sweet spot, 35 years of age, you're getting your shit together, may have had your first child, no debt, got that wifey, you know what I'm saying? Like got your shit together. That's a masculine gourmand you put on your skin right there. Speaking of scents in the same wheelhouse as Drunk Lovers from Born to Stand Out, we have, Dave, what number are we on, bro? 16. We have number 16. We have Gabriela Hearst, New York, with the pink cap from Fueguia 1833. Believe it or not, this actually beat out Alhambra. New York Gabriela Hearst was released in 2023, and as with all Fueguias, the notes: nutmeg, balsam fir, black pepper, tobacco, cherry blossom, rose, maple, palo santo, Virginia cedar, musk, jaracandia, and vanilla tonka patchouli. And always, the entire line, the entire house is a creation of house owner, perfumer Julian Bedell. Oh, this stuff's so good, bro. Bro, what?
I think that one's the one that lasts the longest from Fueguia.
It is, without a doubt. There is something a little medicinal in the opening. Do not drop this, bro. There's something a little bit more medicinal in the opening on this. Smell it. I wouldn't say it's powdery, but you do get that pink.
Yeah, it's a little boozy.
You get a little bit of a, I hate to say this because it's on our top 25 list, but you do get a little bit of a Pepto-Bismol, the little tablets you used to take it to smell, which quickly goes away and dies down into a booze. But this is so sexy on the skin. Hakeem's like, I'm gonna steal that from you, bro. It is the best performing, and we have 1, 2, 3, we probably have it, what, 10 1833s over there? Approaching 10. Best performing one, without a doubt. If Alhambra performed just a little bit better, bro, but that's the thing about most of his scents, they're 3 to 4 hours, but this one is an all-day staple, bro, and it's so good. Again, I would put in the lines of like a Doza from Narcotic. I would put in the lines of a Lust from Chris Collins. I'll put in the lines of a Born to Stand Out, Drunk Lovers. So there you go. Gabriela Hearst, New York from 1833. Entering our top 15. Oh my God. Here we go, bro. I don't even have to talk about this one very much, but we're going with fragrances that we actually wear and put some vents in over the last 24 months. This is gonna be Lust Oud Delice from Chris Collins. Perfumed by Alexis Goujon. This one has notes of dark chocolate, hazelnut, walnut, orris concrete, benzoin, cypriol, Australian sandalwood, oud, asafi, and musk. This one has pretty good ratings on Parfum, bro. A 9. Great for layering.
It's so good.
I layered the hell out of this with Oud Zari. Did this make our OG top 25? I don't think it did. And the reason it didn't is because I had just picked it up. We did our top 25 in November. I think I picked this up in October. I didn't bring this back with me. It was about a year ago that I went to New York with my 2 oldest daughters, and I sampled this, did not bring it back. And as soon as I got home, I had a sample. I was like, oh shit, I gotta order this. Great stuff, Chris Collins. He never has a bottle of this with him wherever. He were always like, Lust, dude. He never has this with him. That and King Baker. Sean didn't say that King Baker as well too. So man, I've been going with some gourmands on this top 25, bro. It's just kind of crazy for my stuff. Now, David can't throw this. Same style, lightest juice, bro. Dark. I don't know what is going on with this bottle though. It does seem to be leaking on our white shelves, but this is going to be at number 14, Doza Amber Intense from the House of Narcotic. Perfumed by Claude Deer. This one has quite a few notes. Szechuan pepper, cypress, frankincense. There's black currant in there, bro. Amber, labdanum, smoke, blonde tobacco, moss, amber, myrrh, gaiac wood, Texas cedar, musk, and vanilla. There's no oud in that, bro. They sure did a damn good job. Gaiac wood, I mean, whatever, but they sure did a good job creating a little bit of funk in that. Along the lines of a masculine gourmand, along the lines of the Madagascar vanilla we talked about from Parfum d'Empire, I think Lust would actually be a little bit unisex. Drunk Lovers would be a little bit unisex as well too. But bro, I think we've made it through the gourmands for the most part in this video, and I'm surprised I put on a present. But I'm just going with what we rock the most. And dude, what I keep reaching for, it's my top 25 scents right now. Good stuff. And at number 13, moving on, we have one of the best ambergris ever created. It led me down an ambergris rabbit hole back in the wintertime, but this is going to be Ombre Supreme from the Megamare. As with most of the line, bro, their new one just came out, by the way. This one is perfumed by Antoine Lee. Aldehydes, clary sage, Indian cardamom, Madagascar pink pepper, jasmine absolute, neroli, patchouli, ambergris, immortelle. All his fragrances for the house have some smoke. Lamedale, just, I know you really want that coffee scent. It just dropped here. I'm a copper for the studio. But Ombre Supreme. I've tried other ombres. I've tried other ambergris. I've tried Deep Ocean Amber. I've tried quite a few. Hails of Amber from Gold Film Banks. Nothing compares to that. You want a good ambergris scent, bro? Gold ambergris from Anoden is actually pretty freaking good, bro.
Yeah.
For ambergris fragrance. A little bit of chocolate in there as well, too. But if you want to venture into ambergris, Les Inmadables with Ombre Supreme is going to be a great start. And next up, we have a classic. I've drained a couple of the reformulations of this, but this is going to be Bois de Portugal 2016 batch. Thank you, Nick. Send Nick. Originally released in 1987, there's a lot of lore as who the actual perfumer of Creed fragrances were at that time, but bergamot, basil, lemon, lime, mandarin orange, lavender, clove, coriander, nutmeg, pimento, cedarwood, sandalwood, patchouli, leathery notes, and vetiver. Bro, that's my grandfather's fragrance. Nick stepped it up a level. Man, almost brought a tear to my eye. The felt label, this stuff is so good, bro. It's like citrus with an armpit. That's what I call it.
What's up with you and armpits?
It does, bro. It's like, bro, like, you just don't understand. Like, some of this stuff is, like, extremely sexy. I drained 2. Whoa. Oh, this one's got some bone to it, bro. Have you smelled this? Smell that. Smell that on that. Man, I kind of regret putting that outside of the top 10. Listen, this is my list. Some of this may not be for you guys. I'm saying these are my top 25 fragrances all time as we speak right now on July 6th of 2026. And we have another one that is along the same gentlemanly energy and vibes. Oh my God, imagine if I drop this show. This is going to be Diaghilev from the House of Roger Parfums. Released in 2010. Perfumed by Roger Dub. You ready for the notes in this one? Tarragon, bergamot, lemon, orange, lime, peach, jasmine, may rose, lang ylang, black currant bud, heliotrope, tuberose, violet, oak-moss, civet, cumin, leather, musk, benzoin, clove, labdanum, patchouli, zyrax, vanilla, ambergris, amberette, cedarwood, gaiac wood, iris, nutmeg, peru balsam, sandalwood, and vetiver. Chypre, Apex, best Chypre of all time. I remember Sebastian, big ups to him, man, for putting on such a cool event too, but he's the real bro. He's always the ones like, I don't know, man, I just fall asleep to his videos. Him and Daniel from Sell Me Off, and I'll go have my big bowl of Greek yogurt with protein and blueberries, and I'll just sit down there and zone out. But man, Diaghilev is something else, bro. I haven't worn this in quite some time though, but you know, people compare this to Chypre Palatin. People compare this to, well, I'm not throwing that. Just the composition of that, the plentifulness, the ingredients, the beautiful, beautiful scent trail that leaves. That has to be, bro. I left it out of the top 10, number 11. You want to hear what's crazy about going back where I just told you it was crazy off camera? You know what my number was for everything? You sit here and watch me rank all those fragrances inadvertently. What was Bois de Portugal?
12.
Pisces. All right. As we enter our top 10, we're going to have a great blend of 2 fragrances that I almost put on here, and I figured let's take the best of both worlds and go with The Moon from Frederic Malle. Perfumed by Julien Mascanet. This one contains notes of raspberry, lychee, saffron, blackberry, strawberry, red berries, Turkish rose, red currant, olibanum, violet, agarwood, leather, amber, patchouli, sandalwood, cypriol, cedar. Nothing crazy on the notes. It just does give me elements. People say, man, The Moon is so similar to Promise. Promise is a travel scent. Take that with me everywhere I go. The Night is very similar to Octavian from Electimus. The Night is actually very similar to Royal Oud from Arabian Oud as well. I didn't want to keep being redundant on this list. And I do feel like, honestly, I do feel like The Night meets that middle ground. It has essence and elements of both. Not only Promise, but it's not as oudy as The Night, but The Moon is right there. So cracking our top 10. We're going to follow that up with a non-EDP from my boy Dwayne and I's favorite fragrance. This is actually going to be the more wearable version of Carbone, and this is going to be the EDT from Baume. Re-released, I should say initially released at the tail end of 2025. Quinton Biche is the responsible perfumer on this, and this is Suede Rose, White Musk, Sandalwood, Cumin, and Patchouli. Are you finding a repetitive note that is not necessarily a favorite of many people? Cumin. Cumin in that, Cumin in Serenity, Cumin in Fate Man. Damn, I probably should have put Fate Man from Omage on here. I'm trying to mix it up with houses a little bit too, but man, Fate Man should have made it. I think it's discontinued though. But Cumin's in that, Cumin's in Serenity. There's another one with Cumin in it there too that we mentioned. Number 8. Oh, I know what this is, bro. Surprisingly, I kept this out of my top 5. I thought I would make it, but it just didn't. This is going to be in the house of Rubini. L'Autre Mare is a recent favorite as well. Tambor Sacre. Released in 2018. And the second entry in this list from Cristiano Canali. He was also responsible for 2 Minutes After the Kiss. Almost put B from Zoologist in here as well too, but the notes: cardamom, orange, white pepper, bergamot, coffee, tuberose, acai, cinnamon, sandalwood, myrrh, benzoin, and tonka bean in the dry down. Coffee isn't listed as a note in here, but there's absolutely 100% coffee in the dry down. From here on out, it is nothing but signature scents for me. And these are all going to be emerald in that same, well, with the exception of one possibly, but you could say these are all kind of like the same vibe and energy. The way that these fragrances just announce themselves off your skin. Bro, you remember the first time I smelled this? There's only a couple. As we get closer to the end of this list, David's seen the reactions on all these fragrances. Like, and have they not all been the same? But like,
Yeah.
like the ones that we're talking about right now, it was like, yo, bro, what? Another, wow. There's a lot of homages left. I went with Jubilation 40, bro. Perfume by Bertrand Duchefort. Guys, re-released as a 40 straight version. 40% juice, David. This was released in 2023. Blackberry, labdanum, blackcurrant, rosemary, orange, divana, frankincense, bay leaf, cinnamon, cloves, broom, celery seeds, rose, agarwood, papanite, patchouli, myrrh, gaiac wood, moss, musk, ambergris, cedarwood, and cistus incense. Bro, the OG, Jubilation 25, Jubilation 40, they all last 4 to 5 hours. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. For me, the difference, when I bought 40, I was like, there's no sense in me having 25. People are like, bro, when you get in there, like the fragrance nerds, when they get in there, like, man, hey, the reformulations, I need this, these little nuances, bro, I can't. When you're walking behind somebody that's non-fragrance head, matter of fact, David, how many times you walked outside this last week or this weekend when you were out and about and did you smell actual fragrance on somebody? Jubilation 40, Jubilation 25, Jubilation, you gotta have one in there. At number 6, we have another Roja. This one bumped down quite a few spots. This was my number one. Was this my number one? My top fragrance of all time back in December, and it has not, because honestly, I have not reached for it one time since December. And this is gonna be PDLN number 3 from Roja. De La Nuit, number 3, down with OPP, you know me, from Roja Dove, was released, David. Oh my God, another 11-year-old banger. This contains notes of bergamot, rose, artemisia, leather, incense, cumin, amber, saffron, benzoin, balsam, cardamom, styrax, labdanum, cypriol, sandalwood, cedar, juniper, amyris, gaiac wood, and patchouli. I feel like there's a lot more of this juice, but it's 11 years old. Can you believe that? 11 years old. The new release, people are like, hey, did you smell the new one, Parfum de la Nuit? I have. It's very close. Is it worth $1,400? No, but you guys are not going to find this anywhere. I'm glad I picked this up when I did. Picked it up at the tail end of 2023. This actually goes, did you see why this and Jubilation 40 kind of battle it out? Same kind of energy, right?
Yep.
Same kind of energy. Immaculate stuff. I'm gonna give you guys some free game though. If you can find it at discounters, you know it's pretty much what's really close to that one, doesn't quite get there, is gonna be Era. And also, bro, for Jubilation 40, you could go with, I think it's called New York Intense from Fragrance Trois. I gave a shout out to Matt, who does our paintings, gave a bottle to him. He says that's his most complimented scent of all time. All right, here we go. Number 5, we have another homage. This is gonna be the Universal Swiss Army Knife, the All Seasons Banger, the Frankincense Bomb. Oh my God, David, you see the dent in there? That is crazy. Another Quinton Beach banger. This has to be his crowning moment for me. This is gonna be Decision from the House of Homage. So the notes: cardamom, bergamot, pink pepper, frankincense, myrrh, juniper berries, vanilla, cedarwood. You know what's right on this one's heels though, bro? Keeping it a buck. You know what I layered yesterday? No, I layered Search and Elsewhere yesterday. Holy, so good. This is the scent of Disney for me. So good, bro. You gotta love frankincense though. Did you say this is blind vibe worthy for someone first getting in? I don't think so.
Strong.
If someone was don't drop it. If someone was looking to get into like that kind of energy, freshy beast mode, where would you point them? This top 5 all time for me, bro. Do you notice King Blue's not on this list? I would put him to Bergamasque from Orto Parisi. Number 4, you know I had to throw Oud in here, and you know it's gonna be my favorite Oud, my favorite layering Oud, just bright. People think this is super animalic. It is not. This stuff is just gorgeous. This goes with me wherever I go, and this is another one from the house of Rania J, bro. I could have put Ombre Loup in here as well too. I could have put Charriard. Samarkand is right on its heels too. That new Valiat. I'm gonna wear that as soon as I get off camera. But this is freaking Oud Assam, the best $165 you'll ever spend for a Oud in your life, bro. Perfume by Rania J. This is bitter orange, sweet orange, bergamot, Indian Oud, vetiver, olibanum, tonka bean, cedar, black pepper, and musk. Bro, Oud Assam is just, when you say bring one Oud with you, it has to be Oud Assam from Rania J. Hat out of the bag, might as well make the announcement now. Rania J is actually at work for one of our 4 SKUs for Visual. So she is rocking and rolling on our first fragrance. We're down to our top 3, and David, hit me with that, make sure it's capped on. Speaking goes with me everywhere. I actually don't even carry this in the office. I put this in the zipper side of my briefcase along with my passport. some jawline chewing gum, some blotting wipes to keep my oily forehead from looking like you could fry egg on it, charging, iPad chargers, charging blocks. What else do I keep in there, bro? Chewing gum, deodorant, Libano Akhtar, the Attar from Amouage. We have another Quinton Biche creation. This is a couple notes, bro. Frankincense, aldehydes, citrus, myrrh, lavender. Bro, why is this so freaking good? Does it smell a little bit different? I gotta quit leaving that in the car. I think a little bit. Bro, it sits in my briefcase. This is the first time it's been in this office in quite some time.
Oh, it does smell different.
Darker.
There's something like super sharp on the top now.
I know. I think it's pretty cool. That thing travels with me all the time, bro. Anybody we've ever applied that on, I always pull that out when we're at these fragrance events. People just love that, bro. And it's got a nice dud in it. You guys know me. Our number one is probably going to surprise a lot of people. Number two, Fueguia Fueguia from the house of Thomas de Monaco. I've been through 2 bottles. This one was released in 2023, perfumed by Maurice Bachmann. Some of the notes in this one: elemi, mate, pepper, smoke, hay, sage, incense, ash, cedarwood, sandalwood, and no patchouli. I just get elements of the Catholic Church in there for some odd reason too, bro. You don't like it?
I do like it, yeah.
Would you not say it's one of the best scents ever made?
I don't know about ever made, but it's definitely like an interesting.
But before we move into number one, so obviously I speak ad nauseum about that, bro. We glaze over in our videos. I just cannot. I see Flans actually post that now. I put him on that. I saw it posted Raw Gold the other day as well too, which is actually really cool. Pause before we get to number one. Do you name your top 3 to 5 right now? Yours personally. Top 3 to 5 scents from this office.
Number 5, Electron by Angelos.
Dragon right here.
Number 4 would probably be King Blue. Number 3, Vanilla Barca Attar. I would probably put Carikius at number 2 if I had to right now.
Carikius from Angelos Creations Olfactive. Bro, that's a brand new scent.
Yeah.
You put that in your number 2.
Because I remember how it smelled the first time whenever he walked up to us at the host stand, and we're like, all of us almost at the exact same time, we're like, what are you wearing?
Okay, so what's your number 1?
Number 1,
Is it not?
no, I'll be completely honest. I think one of my most favorite fragrances that I've smelled recently that I would personally put it as my number 1 would be the new formulation of Shahryar.
What?
That?
By Rania J?
Yes.
Did you wear it the other day?
Yes, and I freaking loved it.
What would you say reminded you?
Good times. I don't know. Like
You don't ever wear that. I don't really wear that much here in the office.
I freaking love it.
So Shahryar, the new formulation, you guys have got to check that out. This is crazy stuff. So, with that being said, drum roll, please hit me with the number 1. This was David's number 2. My God, I've never been so captivated by a fragrance in such a short period of time. This is Carikia from the house of Angelos Creations Olfactive. So Carikia was perfumed by our homeboy, Angelos Balamis, and blood orange, English oak, aldehydes, saffron, acai, tobacco, nutmeg, frankincense, pepper, blue tansy, cypress, hinoki wood, mahogany, Virginia seawood, Baronia absolute white cypress, tobacco absolute, pancake beeswax, purple vanilla, French hay, hazelnut, tonka bean, ambergris, sandalwood, and castoreum. The funny thing about this scent, bro, this is how it all went down. We were standing at, you guys were talking. I was like, oh, I'm hungry. We were getting ready to go to lunch. And Angelos, we have all his fragrances because he sent me everything he has. I have never smelled this. So we're sitting there. It's a double rack. You guys are talking. I'm like, And I picked this up and I'm like, I was like, holy, there's no wine. It just reminds me of like being at, we went wine tasting that afternoon. We had a nice dosage of wine. My body is still not liking it. I'm like, oh my God. Guys, side note, alcohol could change your body quickly. I'm talking like 2-3 weeks. It could change it quickly. Oh my God, bro. It's my favorite scent I've ever smelled. I never thought something would catapult Fuego Futura. That's gonna be 1A and 1B, obviously. Bro, it is so good. And there's so many transitions in that scent too throughout the day. It is so good. So good. So guys, that is it. So as it stands today, these are my top 25 in my collection. We have 1,000 here in the office. I tried not to go too oud crazy on this and too dark. Some of the omissions that didn't make it from, just right off the top of my head. There's no Blonde Amber. There's no Tom Ford Noir Extreme. There's no King Blue. There's no Richwood from Xerjoff.
No Alexandria too.
There's no Oud Satin Mood Extrait from MFK. There's no Electimus. I think maybe Octavian made the last one. So again, I think it's cool to come back and revisit these lists every 6 to 8 months, because your taste change, and I'm not the same. My taste has evolved dramatically over the last 6 to 8 months, and we've picked up some amazing, guys, there's some amazing fragrances out there too. But on the same token, there's a lot of redundancy, man. I came back with Scentfest and I had a lot of samples that, man, some of that smelled absolutely the same. I wanted to put Espresso Ash in here from Audio Lab. You said it's too linear. I could have went with Irish Clean Liqueur as well too, but man, they've got some amazing realistic stuff. Some new houses. I mean, I could have put Night of Oud in there from Ibrahim Fouad if I wanted to take it there. I could have left some Strange Love NYC in there. Perverso Extrait did not make the cut. Tabaxura from Bayer Mia almost made the cut in there as well too. But guys, this has been Kaleidoscope Scent, the Scent Index, where confidence meets chemistry. And David, take us out of here.
Every note compounds character.
See you guys on the next one.